16 days out from competition, but I'll show you the most exciting thing right now. Just went and picked up the new Gym C's drop today, and it's all, actually yeah, you guys could probably tell I'm wearing the hoodie. I forgot I was wearing some of it. It's looking insane, man. These greens, holy shit, this is definitely one of my favorites from this drop. Probably wear that tonight, gonna train some shoulders. Need some like inspiration or something, because I'm pretty low on energy right now. But when you look good in the mirror with a sick shirt, yeah, G up. We got the blacks, these are sick as well. Also guys, we got the girls crop tops. If I was a girl, I'd wear that, but I'm not, so I won't wear that. But those are looking absolutely sick. And then we got the hoodies as well with like the turquoisey pastel vibe on the helmet. I think that's just sick. I've never seen anything like it. Obviously this is like a themed drop around like the American college kind of vibe with the sports teams and stuff like that, but I've never seen like any kind of pastel colors on a college-y design, so that's something new, so that's exciting. And I think there's the white shirts as well. There we go, we got the white with the reds and maroon on it. Yeah, these looking sick too. Oh man, I just want to wear all of it. But I'm thinking about shaving my beard, Tommy. Really? Yeah, do you reckon I should do it tonight before the gym? No, I should have one last session in a day. In it. Oh, I'm not even going to recognise you. Yeah, no, exactly. Get used to it. We'll see. So guys, the kitchen, man, honestly, me and Jem have not been the best at cleaning up after ourselves this last week. It's seriously been a pretty hard grind, so I'm going to forgive her for this, but she's left the butter out of the fridge. It's actually 25% less fat butter. 5 grams she gets with her eggs, so yeah, but I'm not happy with her. She's left that out. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys something exciting. Meal number, well, would you like to hear what I've had today? Today I've had a protein shake with 1.5 serves of whey protein. I had 3 eggs with 5 grams of that 25% less fat butter, and I also had something else. Oh yeah, I had Weet-Bix bites. I was like, just can't think straight right now. But check it out, guys. My next meal, oh, she's a good one. We got that tuna and spring water back because I got to shred hard these next, essentially 2 weeks from 2 days away. So, you know, it's really coming into crunch time. And this week I've just really dropped down the calories. I've gone from pretty much just under 2,200 calories a day to 1,850 calories. This is my second day on that, just because it's going to be a big push for conditioning, and I want to just be as lean as possible now. I've really ensured that I'm as big as possible from everything I've done in the off season, and a bit of more of a laxed out prep leading up to this show, but I've realized I'm a little bit behind on the conditioning to what, you know, I want to be if I want to be really lean and dry on stage. So yeah, what a sick meal. We'll get some tuna in here. We've got the Frank's hot sauce as well. So this is one of my meals. And then the next meal, I actually get 125 grams of rice with some lean beef mince. Yeah, it's pretty sad times, but what do you reckon, Tommy? Do you reckon you can make this look like a yum meal with your skills?
Just that noise alone, it's gonna be a struggle.
Sounds like I'm feeding a cat, eh? Speaking of cats, where's Blue? About 30 grams of this will give us 1.5 grams of carbohydrates. There it is. Shred time, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're gonna go and train some shoulders. This is my pre-shoulders meal. Usually I'd have my cereal before I train, because meal timing gets pretty important when you're on a small amount of carbs. But today I was just so hungry after my cardio that I just already had them, so it's pretty sad actually. But this will be right. So we're 16 days out from comp today, just coming in for a good shoulders session. Currently with my training, I'm just really training by instinct, so I'm not actually going off a program. I'm mainly just coming in and seeing how I'm feeling, what's feeling intuitive for me. I'm really just in tune with my body at the moment, so I know what needs to be brought up, and especially when I'm training and looking in the mirror and stuff, I'm seeing, okay, I need to, you know, really hold more glycogen and this part of my shoulders, my rear delts, as opposed to, you know, doing more side delt or front delt. So really just kind of vibing off how I'm feeling in the gym at the moment. And tonight, feeling pretty average energy levels, but you know, we'll get it done, so it is what it is. honest guys, these last few weeks on the prep have been insanely hard. It's literally gotten to the point where me and Jem have been just feeling like absolute dog shit most days. At the start of this video, obviously I was excited for the Gym Seas drop, and you know, all that kind of helps with things, and it's probably been the first time that I've felt happiness in 2 weeks when I picked up that Gym Seas drop and started taking it out of the boxes and even just showing you guys. So this last couple of weeks has just been really insanely overwhelming for both me and Gemma. Our bodies are under a lot of stress, and you know, we're just doing what we got to do to hang in there. And you know, honestly, for her it's been a lot harder. She actually isn't in this video. She'll probably be in the next one, but she's definitely been struggling. And that's just something, like, honestly, we've been talking about it a lot. People, it's almost like everyone you see who's competing, they make it look really effortless, but it's like completely not like that. And I think that's a pretty unhealthy way for it to be portrayed. Competing is a lot of stress on your body. It's a lot of stress on your mind. There's a lot of self-development that happens on the other end of the suffering and all that, but there is a lot of suffering, and that's something that I don't think is talked about enough. People kind of talk about it a little bit more coming into the last few weeks, but again, depending on where your body's at before the prep. I didn't really start suffering until the kind of 5-week out mark. Some people suffer their whole 12-week preps. You know, it depends on where your body's at before you get into the prep. These last 2 weeks for me, I've rarely been suffering. Jem's been the same, and you know, it's been hard, but our bodies are shaping up really well. As you can see here, like my physique this last week, between the 3-week out and the 2-week out mark, where I'm almost at in these videos here, the changes in the physique are crazy. It's been absolutely insane. It just takes for me personally to tighten up those lower abs just the tiniest bit, and it looks like I'm of one physique to the next. It's seriously that big of a change. Whether you guys can see that, I just know I can see that personally because it's my physique. I still do, again, have another stage almost, another level to my physique. At this stage, I've brought out those middle 2 abs. When I can really get as diced as possible, the lower 2 little bits of ab that show, I don't have thick lower abs, but the bits that show, that even takes me to that next level. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm like waiting for that. Right now I've got that strong 4-pack look. I look lean. But I need to bring out the lower 2 muscles in my abs, which just requires me to be insanely lean. So honestly, it is a bit of a push for conditioning this next couple of weeks for me, but you know, it's a challenge that I just got to deal with now. So I need to get there. I need to get lean, man. So these next, you know, kind of few weeks is going to be tough. Shit about your mom. Where's the light? Oh, you look here. Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's not bad, eh?
It's actually really good.
And you're kind of in front of the black, you know, the black background, which might help with the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy just like doing the tents, like you see all the details and shit. But I've been just standing relaxed, you just like,
yeah, you feel like you got.
I'm like, these need to tighten up, these need to tighten up. But as soon as I'm doing that and shit, it's like, you're not even looking at this.
Yeah, well, also your obliques are popping through underneath as well.
So just under a couple of weeks out from the comp now, and you know, I'm really happy with how I look, and I feel like I look the best I've ever looked. But I'm really, you know, probably just matching where I was at in terms of the conditioning last year, and I don't think I was lean enough on stage. So this next week, I'm doing an insane push, and I'm pulling my calories down to like 1,500 ideally, and I just want to get as lean as possible. So we'll see where I'm at next week, guys. 1 week out, coming up to it. It's going to be a crazy push from here, but... So my routine, what I'm going to be doing, the person's at the front of the stage and you're kind of there waiting. So you want to just be in like a good, like your best pose pretty much.
Yeah.
And then...
Boom. That's the something
Oh,
like
that? Yeah,
well, maybe you should start with that one. It's a good one.
I'm going to start with this and then go into that. And then what I'm going to do, I might even hit a third. I was thinking like that. Yeah, I think that'll be a good one. and then from there walk down the runway again, and then from here, because the judges will be down there, I'm gonna hit into the, like just looking down at all of them.
Yeah.
And then from there, I'm gonna do a spin around.
Boom. Oh, fuck, backswing, I haven't seen that yet. And your waist looks tight as fuck from the back.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit that with like the fingers up.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck yeah.
And then walk this way, and then yeah, can't imagine, man. I don't even know why I was gonna travel like far. This is such a good way to just squeeze your chest, so
Yeah, it's not bad.
go a bit higher as well. I actually want to talk about the new Gym Steez drop as well. That's going live tomorrow. So Thursday night, Thursday the 3rd of October, 7:30 p.m. Queensland time, we're going live with the new Gym Steez drop. If I'm to get honest here with you guys, this has been a massive push. To do this Gym Steez drop, it's been insane this time around. The massive restock of track shorts, this new drop, it's been the first one since December last year. I lost a lot of inspiration with the brand, and it really took me a while to get that back. And you guys know I had a pretty rough few months before I actually started this prep. Financially, man, this year hasn't been the easiest one. It started off all good, and then I just had a rough couple of months where I just mentally wasn't healthy. I don't even want to, I think I want to do a separate video on this, but I really got into a pretty dark place, and I think I should talk about it. I didn't really address it directly at the time because it's not something that I like to put out when I'm in a space like that. But I'm more than happy to kind of talk about it a bit more in depth afterwards. So I think maybe after I've done this comp, I'll talk about this kind of space I got into and why I got in there and what I did to get out of it. Some things that I needed help with around that. But yeah, maybe I can, if you guys are interested, I'll do a video like that because that probably would help a lot of people. And I think that's kind of what these platforms should be used for. Because I feel like not enough people actually do it, and if they do, it's more so like I don't know, it's not as genuine, I think. Like, whenever I see people doing, why do I always get into stuff, but like, topics around stigma things or something like that, like, it doesn't feel genuine for me. Like, as a creator, I know what some people are like and how people like to just do stuff to get views and stuff, and then I know that there are certain people who are just like, you know, I went through this and I actually want to help people, and then there's other people who take advantage of like, oh, I can talk about a stigma topic and make it seem all real and shit, and they're coming at it from a different approach. But fuck that shit, I hate that shit. Anyway, I don't know where that just went right there. My ability to focus has not been the best these last few weeks. Me and Gemma literally have been so bad at conversating, at making decisions, everything. Just like, your focus when you're doing a comp prep, your focus is there on the comp, if anything. Or if you just get to the point you just get so sick of it, you just stop focusing on that and try to focus on other things. But in terms of like working and focusing on anything, like even reading a book, like literally the words blur together. Like, it's really tough. So what was I talking about? I was talking about Gym Steez. Yeah, anyway, guys, we're doing the Gym Steez drop tomorrow, Thursday night. I'd appreciate all you guys who support me if you get amongst, man. Like, seriously, it's going to help revamp the brand. For where I feel like, honestly, I owe the brand so much. It's got such a good thing around it, a good authentic vibe, a good history, a good community, I feel. And I feel like I've let a lot of people down by not just having that consistency or putting a bit more focus on the growth and business side of it. And I feel... you know, I feel pretty bad about that, if I'm honest, and I really want to do everything I can this time to just give the brand one last chance, man, and just go for it, you know what I mean? So all you guys' orders tomorrow night are really going to help support the cause of that. This comp prep as well has been so expensive for me and Gemma, honestly, in a pretty rough financial position at the moment. And I'm just going to be honest about that. Like, it's been, I don't know how it looks, but yeah, in a pretty rough spot at the moment. Obviously, there's a lot of money that's in Gym Steez right now. Hopefully, the return comes back for the drop. So, seriously appreciate all you guys who get amongst that. It helps the brand out. I want to keep, you know, all that money in the brand, but it also, you know, helps me out in terms of paying for like my comp registration and things like that. So, yeah, seriously, for real, guys, I don't usually ask for much, but if you support me, if you support what I'm doing, if you support Gymstees, if you want to see the brand do well, please go and buy something from not even the drop. If you don't like the college stuff, I know there's a lot of hype on this, people love this, there's a lot of people that don't like it as well. The V2 track shorts, we've got massive restock in the navy, the black, and the teal. Just go buy a pair of shorts, man. Honestly, it's gonna, if we can sell 100 pairs of shorts, it's gonna solve everything. So I want to start a campaign right now. Can we sell 100 pairs of shorts? And once you get these shorts as well, I don't feel bad to promote them because they're the best quality shorts that you will ever wear in your life. So I'm going to end the video there. I didn't want it to get a bit like sally or anything, but seriously, I'm in a rough position right now, and all your guys' support, you know, you can really help me out, honestly. Like it's I'm one of those guys, I don't like to ask for help, but if I do, it's because I really need it, you know what I mean? So but even that sounds so fucking desperate. Like I you know what, I'm gonna end the vid here, guys. I got a lot to do today, but I just got so deep in this vid and I shared so much stuff that I wasn't even planning on sharing. Also as well, guys, comment below what you'd like to see in the next episode. I think I haven't been as sharing with like food and stuff these last few weeks. The diet, I think that's probably something, a topic that you guys are probably really interested in. So apologies if I've missed things out. It's been kind of a lot harder to construct well thought out episodes coming closer to the prep. Shout out to my man Tommy as well, who did the edits at the start of this vid, and he's been helping out with the Gymstees drop. We've done some photo shoots and like some cool edits for that. So Tommy, legend, appreciate you, you know that, and appreciate all you guys who support the vids as well. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. I appreciate all you guys who tune into these vids and support as well. The brand, the vids, everything I'm currently doing means a lot. It seriously does, and I don't just say that. I need to go do some stuff now, so we'll see you guys in the next vid.